Big Head and Bonnet, a love story, Dumber Than Destiny, a dramatic audiobook series, Council of Gregs. Episode 1, The Return of Big Head, a knock on the door, a Popeyes bag, and a man who still thinks love is about timing, not growth. Every woman's got that one ex, you know the one who shows up with greasy food and a greasy smile, like that's supposed to erase all the healing you had to fight for.
Come on now, Bonnet. I brought you the 3-piece spicy. Biscuits, no dry talk, just love and legs.
You really think a combo meal can fix 2 years of emotional confusion?
Well, they just dropped the hot honey sauce. That's like spiritual now.
He still smelled like dreams he never finished, and cologne from a gas station. Tyrone Dupree, also known as Big Head, was back, and I hated how part of me wanted to let him in. Let's make this clear. This ain't a date. You're not back. This is a conversation, a closure thing.
But what if it's the opening scene instead? She still had that sharp look, like she could slice through my excuses just by blinking. But I wasn't the same Big Head who left. Well, okay, maybe I was. But this time, I brought napkins and emotional vulnerability.
What do you want, Tyrone?
To tell you I see it now, you were never asking for too much. You were just asking the wrong man.
The worst part is, I believed him. Or maybe I just wanted to. Either way, that Popeyes bag was starting to smell like temptation. Sometimes the past knocks, not to get back in, but to see if you still leave the door unlocked.
Chapter 1, Redemption. But you gotta read it slow, like a text you don't want to mess up.
You just heard Episode 1, The Return of Big Head, from Big Head and Bonnet, a love story dumber than destiny. Tune in next week for Episode 2, The Couch Confession, because love might be blind, but it's definitely not quiet. Episode 2, The Couch Confession, a mango squishes. A lo-fi beat creeps in. Big Head shares his dreams, half-cooked and slightly delusional. Bonnet listens, one eyebrow raised.
So, I've been thinking, I want to open a dream barbershop / bookstore / meditation spot. Like, I cut fades, right? But while you in the chair, you can check out a Toni Morrison novel. Or a Paulo Coelho one, if you on your journey tip. Then when I hit your beard, I burn a little sage. You leave looking good and spiritually lined up. Nah, sis, it's more than that. It's like a vibe temple, a sacred edge-up zone. I'm thinking of calling it Fade into Enlightenment, or maybe Clips and Consciousness.
So what's the plan? Do you have a business license, a chair, clippers that don't overheat after 10 minutes?
Nah, not yet. But I got vision. That's what I came to tell you. I know I messed up before, Bon. I know I dipped when things got too real. But I'm dreaming now. Dreaming different. Bigger. Wiser.
You think a dream changes because you added incense and quotes to it? But I do admire the ambition, even if your business plan sounds like something written on the back of a napkin between YouTube ads. You always believed in me before. I believed in your potential, Tyrone, and I'm starting to learn. That's a dangerous kind of love. Episode 3, Bonnets, Baptisms and Backshots. Organ fades into bedroom bassline. From the sanctuary to the sheets, desire meets divine confusion. The church organ hummed through her memory like the tail end of a benediction. Soft, drawn out, and holy in the way only something half-forgotten could be. Bonnet stood by the window, one palm pressed against the glass, condensation rising around her fingers as if the night itself wanted to lean in close and whisper, "You know what you're about to do."
You remember that sermon Pastor Lenny gave about temptation?
The one where he said temptation wasn't the problem. It was how long you kept entertaining it.
Exactly.
You think I'm temptation? No, you're the consequence. Desire knows scripture, and sometimes it lays hands before it lays accountability. Episode 4, Soul Ties and Stimulus Checks. Carching sound meets a soft sigh. Big head gets a job, Bonnet gets anxiety. They get tangled, again. The morning sunlight slid through the blinds like it had something to say. Bonnet lay still, her robe half-wrapped, body humming from last night's sins and sermons. The smell of fried turkey bacon and a reheated plan drifted in from the kitchen. She blinked once, twice. Her soul felt full and foolish.
Bon, you up? I made French toast with almond milk because I know how your stomach be judging dairy.
You use the good cinnamon.
Only the best for my Bon.
So, what's the plan? You stacking checks now, investing, or just performing responsible for applause? And I'm trying not to fall for try-in.
I know I can't fix everything with French toast and a $300 Zelle, but I see you. I see what I put you through. I'm trying to build. Slow, real, steady. Not just dream this time.
Build slow then, but don't ask me to live in the construction zone while you figure out if you're a builder or a demolition man. Soul ties don't care about stimulus checks. They care about consistent choices. And Bonnet wasn't sure if Big Head was a deposit or just another withdrawal with seasoning. Episode 5, Group Chat Judgments, Group Text Bloops over Gospel Chords. Bonnet's girls gather, gossip, and go in. Can a good woman still love a questionable man? Is we talking about Big Head or nah? Chanel Monet.
So let me get this straight. He got a job and sent a Zelle. And now we think he healed? Baby, a W-2 don't cancel out soul wounds. What's the emotional credit score? Has he done the shadow work or just shadowed somebody who did? I'm just trying to understand, Bon. What are we calling this? A reunion? A relapse? A rebrand? He's trying, for real this time. He's showing up different. Different doesn't mean divine, sis. A demon in a polo shirt is still a demon. Ask Delilah. Don't let a consistent good morning text make you forget he ghosted you during your pap smear appointment. He listens now. He asks questions. He shows up. Not perfectly, but faithfully. You can't be loyal to someone's potential, Bon. That's how you end up with a baby, a Benz in your name, and no emotional closure. I'm not stupid. I'm just tired of pretending I don't still want him. Wanting him ain't the sin, Bon. Staying in something that's shrinking you. That's the part you gotta pray about. Just promise us if he mess up again, you won't spiritualize the pain. I won't.
Episode 6, The Mama Test. Crickets. Incense crackling, dramatic cackle. Mama Dupree sees through Big Head's charm and calls on her ancestors for confirmation. Mama Dupree, VO, put the pie on the table and don't lie about making it. The ancestors don't like deception served with dessert.
Yes, ma'am. I'm trying to build something solid. Mama Dupree, VO. You ever build character, son? I'm in the process. I've started. I journal. I go to therapy on Thursdays. I delete numbers when I feel tempted. I ask myself if my actions match my words. I'm not perfect, but I'm not running anymore either.
Let's eat the pie before it gets any faker.
The wind flowed gently through the meditation grove, its calm energy moving through Anonymous Cherry's form as he sat cross-legged on a smooth black stone rock. The faint glow of the divine Chakratati rivers shimmered nearby, casting light over the training field like liquid stardust. His snake chi form, too, pulsed beneath his skin, venomous yet balanced, fused with the energy of the second chakra. Orange hues flickered inside the greenish-blue threads, resonating with his desire and self-awareness, but it still wasn't perfect. His movements were tight, his transitions sluggish. He was evolving faster than expected, but evolution meant nothing without integration. And he felt it. There was a block, something not lining up between his mind, body, and the newly awakened chakra centers. So today wasn't about fighting. It was about syncing. He moved through a sequence of martial forms taught to him by Earth Angel Goddess Alicia Rapp, MMA fused with rhythmic flow, each step a blend of power and breath. No strikes, just flow, just connection. With each motion, the venom energy shifted, curling around his limbs like smoke. The second chakra's influence came through in moments of creativity. He could now infuse his venom with emotional resonance, causing effects in opponents that mirrored their own desires, hesitation, doubt, false comfort. But it took absolute control not to let that same emotional weight affect him. Anonymous Cherry, still not fully in sync. From the grove's edge, Papa Legba Rap stepped out of the mist, leaning on his staff, his gaze sharp and wise. Papa Legba Rap. You moving like you're trying to be the energy, but you are the energy, Cherry. Don't force it. Let the venom choose its rhythm, then ride it. Anonymous nodded, taking in the words. He reset his stance. Deep underground, in a temple twisted by chaos and chi corruption, Twilight Zone Rap paced in front of a group of evil rap lieutenants. His fingers distorted the air as he traced symbols in the void. Behind him, the newly revived Dark Ember Rap stood silently, recovering from the loss dealt by Anonymous, but now burning with a deeper, more unstable power. Twilight Zone Rap. Anonymous has awakened the first two chakras. He's sinking faster than planned. We must make the next one hurt. A warp projection appeared before them. A glowing yellow chakra symbol. The Manipura, the solar plexus. The seat of willpower, identity, confidence, and control. Twilight Zone Rap twisted his fingers. The chakra's color began to darken, warping into a sickly yellow mixed with static and greed. Twilight Zone Rap. He's walking into a trap. Will turn his confidence into arrogance, his strength into obsession, his purpose into poison. Rabbi, go beat. Let's see if his fire burns clean. Or burns everything around him. Anonymous's movements were sharper now, fluid but decisive, like a serpent coiling with intent. Each breath released chi, each exhale refined it. He reached the end of the sequence and struck a still pose. For the first time, the venom inside him pulsed without resistance. His first two chakras had synced with his venom states. Papa Legba Rap gave a subtle nod. Papa Legba Rap, now you ready for the next step, ain't you? Anonymous opened his eyes. They shimmered with clarity and something new. Anonymous, Cherry. Yeah. Time to go after the fire. The path to the third chakra trial wasn't marked with light. It was heat, pressure, and a voice deep inside Anonymous Cherry that whispered, "Push harder, be more, prove it." He walked toward the time chamber, his aura calm on the outside, but the fire within him churned. This wasn't like the first or second trial. He had synced with desire. He had calmed the chaos of comfort, but willpower, identity, confidence, that's where he was vulnerable, because Anonymous Cherry had survived a lot. But he was still searching for who he really was. The corrupted version, Golden Anonymized, attacked with blinding speed. His strikes were powered not by balance, but by overwhelming intensity, each punch echoing with voices shouting, "More! Stronger! Faster!" Anonymized countered, moving with venom control and discipline, but he struggled. The arena itself was a manifestation of pressure. Every movement brought doubt. Every blocked strike whispered, "You're not enough. You'll never master the rap tribe's respect. You'll always be behind. You're still that boy trying to prove he mattered." The venom inside him began to twist. The black threads started tightening. His form shook. Golden Anonymous grinned. "Your will ain't strong. It's borrowed. You ain't ready to lead." Anonymous fell to one knee, and in that moment, he saw it. Not just his pain, not just the pressure, but the truth. He wasn't fighting to prove anything anymore. He was fighting because he believed in the mission, in the rap tribe, in healing, in protecting the people that couldn't protect themselves. His power wasn't to elevate himself. It was to elevate everyone. His hands pressed to the ground. He took a deep breath. The snake venom form surged, but now the fire didn't twist. It refined. The Manipura chakra ignited properly, golden and pure, lined with venom. His aura exploded in a burst of fire that didn't consume. It illuminated. He stood. "I'm not fighting for dominance. I'm fighting for purpose." His next strike shattered the illusion of Golden Anonymous, scattering the corrupted will into light. As the chamber faded, a new symbol glowed in his palm, the mark of true willpower, synced with venom and clarity. This new version of his second form, now refined with solar plexus mastery, became his will keeper form. The venom could now expose intent. If someone lied, hesitated, or fought without belief, it would react. It would disrupt false power. He exited the chamber, and the moment his foot hit the grove, alarms pulsed in the city. The evil rap family was already attacking a school of youth who were on the verge of awakening their chi. He looked up at the sky. "You picked the wrong day." The city was drenched in chaos. Smoke curled above buildings, streets cracked under dark chi, and panic filled the air. Anonymous Cherry landed lightly at the entrance of Hope Academy, a school where the next generation of the rap tribe trained to master their potential. Inside, the students, children barely teenagers, stood bravely, their young auras flickering with newly awakened chi. But facing them were warriors of the evil rap family, their corrupted chi radiating menace, their smiles twisted with mockery. In front stood Dark Ember Rap, fully recovered, his energy pulsating with reckless abandon. Anonymous felt his New will keeper, form pulse. The venom within him whispered clearly, "Protect them. They're the future." Dark Ember. Rap's voice cut through the tension. "Come to defend these brats, Cherry. You couldn't even defend yourself last time." Anonymiz's aura flared softly, golden threads mixing seamlessly with his greenish-blue venom energy, stabilized by the purified Manipura chakra. Anonymous Cherry responded firmly, "Last time ain't this time." Dark Ember sneered and commanded, "Attack!" The evil Rap warriors surged forward, darkness colliding with youthful chi. Anonymous stepped ahead swiftly, his venom striking precisely, hitting key points on the enemy fighters. His venom didn't just weaken, it now disrupted their very intent, making their aggression falter. But the enemy wasn't the real danger. Dark Ember Rap himself was preparing something darker, his corrupted chi gathering ominously. Anonymous Cherry. Stand together, feel your chi. Your strength is in unity. The kids hesitated for only a second, then joined hands, closing their eyes. Their young chi formed a circle, pulsating with potential. Anonymous stepped between them and Dark Ember, his aura now solid, venom dancing through his fingertips. Dark Ember unleashed a blast of a dark flame, but Anonymous held to his ground, catching the flames in a wall of venom-infused chi, neutralizing its corruptive force. Dark Ember Rap. How did you, Anonymous Cherry? Your chi's corrupt, mine's purified. Guess whose will is stronger now? Suddenly a new voice called out, strong, fearless. Now, everyone, push. Anonymous turned slightly, seeing a young boy named Saul Rap, whose aura was glowing brilliantly, a blend of gold, purple, and vibrant green. The youth's energy resonated powerfully with the others. Soul Rap, we're the next generation, and this city belongs to us. The children's chi surged, their collective strength washing over the corrupted warriors who stumbled back, disoriented and weakened by the purity of the youthful energy. Dark Ember staggered, his own chi faltering under the overwhelming clarity of their unified intent. Anonymous stepped forward and placed his hand on Saul Rap's shoulder. The boy's aura immediately stabilized, becoming stronger and more focused. Dark Ember Rap, you're only delaying the inevitable. Anonymous Cherry, nah, I'm building a future stronger than your corruption. Dark Ember snarled, but retreated into shadow, vanishing along with the weakened remnants of his forces. Anonymous exhaled, looking at the brave youth around him. He saw clearly now what he was truly fighting for. Not just the city, not just himself, but these kids. They were the living future of the Rap tribe. Papa Legba Rap emerged from the shadows, pride glowing in his wise eyes. You helped them find their strength today. But the evil Rap family will come back harder. Anonymous Cherry. Then we'll teach them to rise higher. Saul Rap stepped up, eyes bright and ready. We'll be ready. We promise. The battlefield had gone still. The echoes of the youth's victory faded into memory, but Anonymous Cherry's soul was still stirring. He stood once again at the edge of the meditation grove, where the toddy rivers ran quieter, deeper, reflective. His body pulsed with the rhythm of his progress. 3 chakras unlocked, each now bound to his snake chi, yet something new buzzed within him, unnamed, undefined. He had never been this deep into alignment, and he knew what came next. Anahata, the heart chakra. The chamber opened before he even stepped toward it. The divine source was ready. But was he? The time chamber transformed into a vast meadow, suspended in a sky of stars. Floating blossoms shimmered like memories, and soft winds carried whispers, not from enemies or twisted chi, but from moments long buried. Anonymous stepped barefoot through grass that glowed like emerald fire, and in the center stood a tree made of green glass and silver veins, pulsing with a slow, heavy heart.